What's going on YouTube? Kevin here with the video review for the iRig microphone. The iRig microphone is a handheld condenser microphone made for the iDevices like the iPod Touch, the iPhone, and the iPad. Before I actually delve into the review, I want to thank Star Ackerman out there for sending this out to me for review. So go ahead and check out their website at IKMultimedia.com, and that link will be down below in the description. They do make some pretty awesome audio products, so whether you are an aspiring musician or where you already are one and you need some more helpful tools, IKMultimedia is definitely the place to go. Now, before I start, I'd also like to mention the retail price for this. The iRig microphone retails for $59.99, and you can get that. That's pretty much the list price. And you can find it on Amazon for a little bit cheaper, but not so much. So, depending on what you think of the audio quality and the sound and everything I'm about to tell you, you can determine whether or not it's worth the money to buy this microphone. So the iRig microphone comes with a few things, and one of the things that comes with is a very soft carrying pouch. And whether you're done recording for the day or you need to transfer your mic somewhere else and you don't want it to get too dusty or have it prone to any scratches or any damage, just stick it in the carrying pouch and you are good to go. Also included in the box is a mic clip that can clip onto pretty much any standardized mic stand. If you do have a different size mic stand, there is a 3/8 inch to 5/8 inch adapter inside the box as well. So in case you have a different size mic stand, you can use this mic clip with it. Also included is a booklet showing off the products and different applications that IKMultimedia has released. And in addition, with the iRig microphone, they also have many other things like the Amplitude and many other apps like Vocal Live and iRig Recorder. So you can get a bunch of information inside this booklet. Moving on more so into the review, the iRig microphone features a metal enclosure, so it is very sturdy and very durable. It is also a handheld condenser microphone, and might I say the first handheld condenser microphone made for the iDevices like the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and the iPad. And it's also an electric microphone, which means that it doesn't really need to suck all that much power, if any at all, from your iDevice. So that's always nice to know that it can supply pretty much its own power, to put it in layman's terms. On the side of the microphone, right beneath the logo, you will see a 3-option gain switch. This is for adjusting the gain and the recording settings for the microphone for different intensities of sound. The smallest wave, or just a single one, is for very, very quiet sound. So maybe if you're whispering or maybe you need to record something from a distance, this is the setting you want to use. The middle setting is pretty much when you're just talking, you're podcasting. This is pretty much a very good setting for any purpose, really. And the last setting is for high intensity sound. Basically, if you're recording a band, let's say, or maybe you're recording a musical instrument and it's pretty loud, that will help compensate for that. The iRig mic also features a 6-foot cable, so if you need to record at a distance, say you're at an interview setting and you need to record this interview, then you can go ahead and record at a distance of up to 6 feet. At the end of the cable, there is a gold-plated plug, so you will get slightly higher audio quality than as if it were a nickel-plated plug. And there's also an included monitor inside the plug, so all you have to do is plug in your pair of headphones, plug it into your iDevice, and then fire up your favorite app from IKMultimedia, be it Vocal Live or iRig Recorder, and you are good to go. Now, this also isn't exclusive for your iDevice. You can also plug this into your computer and use it as a regular microphone through the line in if you have an integrated headphone jack, such as the 13-inch MacBook Pros and also the MacBook Airs that have each of the 4 corresponding connectors for the headphone jack. So when we fire Vocal Live here, we'll see that it already has a lot of stuff to show at first. You go to Tools, you have a metronome. If you go to Setup, you have a lot of stuff like noise filter, built-in microphone, latency settings, no feedback settings, retain settings, auto sleep, and background audio. You can toggle each of these on and off to optimize the sound of your audio. And at the very top, you have levels in and level out, so you can adjust how much the mic is picking up and then how much it's outputting through the monitor system. Moving on to the store, you can see that there are many different effects that you can download to change your voice. You have a recorder, compressor, delay, choir, morph, double. Going over to the user tab, we have registration where you can sign up or create a new account for Vocal Live. And if we tap into any one of these presets, you can change pretty much anything about them. If we go near the top, you'll see that there's an effects tab, and you can tap on that to change each setting. You have 3 slots here. This is just the free version, so this might change if you buy the full version. But you can change and apply many different effects. You can empty them out, so you can add more that you've purchased from the store. But by default, reverb is set there. Tapping on the record tab will bring up this cassette style recorder, and I like this even though it is kind of an older looking interface, but it is still awesome nonetheless. You even get that small animation there where the roll is turning and it's recording, so it does function pretty much like an old cassette recorder. Moving on to the song tab at the top, I'm pretty sure this is kind of like a karaoke where you can just play a song and then sing along, but again, I haven't tried that out, so I'm not quite sure on 100%, but that feature is there if you so wish to use it. Going on, you can also change and edit your preset categories that you might have made before. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can say, like me, you see reviews here. You can create a preset, and then whenever you fire it Vocal Live, just tap on preset, plug in your microphone, and then everything, all the settings are already there for you. So you don't have to waste your time, and then you can get to recording right away. So that concludes the small tour around Vocal Live. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and now we'll get back to the concluding thoughts of this microphone. So one of my favorite parts about reviewing microphones is the fact that I don't have to actually tell you anything about how it sounds. Yes, I do have to tell you about the specs and all that stuff, but you can actually hear what the microphone sounds like right now. This whole review was recorded with the iRig microphone plugged into my 13-inch unibody MacBook Pro, and that is just pretty much taking the sound without processing. So you guys can imagine if you ran this through Vocal Live and record something, how awesome it would sound. Again, this is just not editing anything, using it straight up as a microphone, so you guys can hear how it sounds already. I think it sounds pretty darn awesome, so I'm pretty darn satisfied with this microphone. Now, that being said, I have to rate it and mention it. And like I mentioned before earlier, this does retail for $59.99. So the price for a handheld microphone that's pluggable into your iDevice, I'm not sure because this is like the first one, and I haven't seen very many others of its kind. So it might be a low price, it might be a high price, I don't know because I haven't been able to compare it to any other microphones. But in terms of just audio quality in general, I do think it's pretty good. You can find it for, again, lower than $60 on places like Amazon. So if you can find it for a lower price, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're the type of person that would need to be recording it. Also, having that zero latency monitoring system is also very awesome. I'm actually using it right now to record so I can hear everything I'm saying, make sure everything is clear. But just to sum everything up, the iRig microphone is an awesome handheld condenser microphone for your iDevice. So if you do need to record stuff on the go, this is definitely an awesome alternative if you have the room to store, as it will record better audio than either the built-in microphones on your iPhones or the built-in microphone on the iPod Touch 4 or any of the other smaller microphones that you might get that are like sub $10. But again, $60 is the price that you would pay for the iRig microphone. And what do I think of that for a price? To give a rating out of 10, I would rate this pretty much a 9.27. I'm pretty satisfied with this. Only small quirks are that the interface for the apps, like Vocal Live, I'm not quite fond of that. And I would use iRig Recorder, but iRig Recorder doesn't actually work on the second generation iPod Touch, just to give you guys a small warning there. And yeah, I didn't really like the interface, but again, that's not really a huge fault. It's not any problems with the microphone. The only thing I do have to complain about is that even though it is a cardioid microphone, that means it records pretty much in front of it and tries to eliminate most of the sound around the microphone, you still do hear quite a bit of ambient noise, and I'm not processing this audio in any way. This is the raw audio, so all that kind of white noise, fuzzy in the background that you guys hear, that is what you will hear if you don't process it and just use the audio raw. So that is kind of what drops the rating down from a perfect 10 to a 9.27 on my scale. So this has been the video review for the iRig microphone. Again, I want to thank Star Ackerman out there at IKMultimedia for sending this out to me for review. If you guys haven't already, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.